Despite having an underwhelming season, the Houston Rockets are locked and loaded to be a serious threat in the next few years. They had arguably the best draft in the league. They addressed one of their biggest needs in that draft by selecting Amen Thompson. They have one of the best coaches in the league now, and they have $60+ million in cap space to make a splash in free agency. In this video, you'll learn just why the current state of the Houston Rockets is actually much better than you think it is, and why this team's young core is actually really special. But before we begin, be sure to leave a like on the video, as each like makes a tremendous difference for the channel, and be sure to sub to the channel for even more content like this. With the number 4 pick in the NBA draft, the Houston Rockets selected Amen Thompson out of Overtime Elite. And it's fair to say that he definitely addresses the team's need of a playmaker that can elevate the likes of Jabari Smith Jr., Jalen Green, and others. Amen has excellent size for a point guard at 6'7", with a 6'11" wingspan, unreal athleticism with an ability to play well above the rim, and is very unselfish in nature, always trying to get his teammates involved. He has a very explosive first step, which makes it easier for him to take defenders off the dribble and get into the paint. And when he gets there, his footwork, leaping ability, and ability to adjust midair allow him to be a great finisher at the rim. Coupled with Amen's rim pressure ability is his playmaking, with his excellent court vision allowing him to find open teammates on drop-offs and kickouts stemming from those opportunities. What also makes him a great playmaker is his massive size, which allows him to see the floor well, and is also why he projects as a good defender in this league. He's demonstrated great anticipation and ball skills, with him averaging 2.3 steals a game in the 2023 season, and he often turned those into transition scoring opportunities. Additionally, he's great in transition both as a playmaker and as a finisher, can operate as a lob target, and can function as a playmaker in the half court through the pick and roll, which bodes well for a younger Rockets team with Jabari Smith, Jalen Green, among others. It's no secret that the Rockets have been in search for a floor general to make life much easier for the young core by generating better looks for them, and Amen, a real student of the game, can definitely fill that role and more. Also in the NBA draft, the Rockets selected Cam Whitmore out of Villanova, and this was an absolute steal because this was someone projected to go as high as 5 and at least in the top 10. But in reality, the Rockets got him at 20, an athletic wing with the speed and power to dominate against others at 6'7", 235 pounds. He's an elite above the rim player, has a nice mid-range touch, is a high leaper, and doesn't even turn 19 until next month. He did reportedly fall in the draft due to poor workouts and interviews, but he was just the 20th pick here and with high upside. So the Rockets did themselves a favor by taking a chance on him. But enough of the new guys, let's talk about Jabari Smith Jr. and how he started to silence his critics towards the end of the season. Jabari Smith Jr. was drafted 3rd overall in the 2022 NBA draft after Paolo Banchero and Jet Holmgren, and it looked as if the Rockets got their versatile combo forward / big man of the future. At 6'11" with a 7'1" wingspan, a quick release, defensive capabilities, and lethal shooting ability in college, Jabari Smith Jr. was poised to transition well to the NBA. However, his rookie season was at large disappointing. Due to his lack of demonstrated shot creation ability, the Rockets used him primarily off ball, didn't run plays for him, and hardly any of his offense came within 3 feet of the basket. This made his offensive game overall very predictable, and what makes matters worse is that he wasn't even knocking down the good looks that he was getting. He consequently got in his own head a ton, his sound jumper from college looked inconsistent among releases, and this all ended up in him shooting just 30% from 3 through 62 games. However, through the last 20 games of the season, he reminded us why he indeed was the third pick that has high upside. He averaged 16 points, 8 boards and a block on 46% shooting from the field and 36% from 3 on 4 attempts. On top of that, he was the first teenager in NBA history to have 3 straight games of at least 20 points and 10 rebounds. The promise he had as a lethal spot-up shooter that can also knock down threes in transition was on full display. The extremely high release on his jumper made his shots practically unguardable, and he demonstrated great shot-making ability. He's regained his confidence, he's getting more comfortable in his role as a 5-man, and he definitely ended his rookie season on a positive note. Another member of the Rockets' young core that we most definitely need to talk about is Jalen Green, who's been an interesting player to say the least. One half of the Jalen Green jury makes us know that he's an inefficient volume scorer through his first 2 seasons in the league and has been poor on the defensive end. However, given his elite physical gifts and glimpses of dynamic scoring prowess, the other half is extremely high on the 6'4" guard. Keep in mind that Jalen is only 21, and you can't teach that explosiveness in that quick first step. He's going to continue being a great player in transition, is a tough finisher inside, and again, has the potential to be a good 3-level scorer. With a better supporting cast now, and being surrounded by better playmaking, I do believe that Jalen can be one of the better guards in this league with time. I won't mention every single young piece on this Rockets roster, but I will highlight Aspirin Şengün since he's skilled beyond his years at just 20 years of age. He'll most definitely need to improve on the defensive end and his volume of shots from the outside in order to take the next step, but I'm really impressed by his overall scoring package in terms of his finishing, operating in the post and pick and roll, and even his passing. In free agency, the Rockets have north of $60 million to spend, and they've already been linked to bigger names in this class. Of course, we heard of a potential reunion with James Harden, who's still one of the better guards in the league, won the assist title, and is obviously a Houston Rockets legend. I question his potential fit on this team, not because I don't think he's a great playmaker or not a great fit, but just because his return might diminish the opportunities for others on the team, since he obviously has to start. Another name the Rockets are linked to is Brook Lopez, who would be a great pickup given his great value on the defensive end, and obviously has value as a rim protector on a team that desperately needs it. And he's great as anyone at playing in drop coverage. The Rockets can stay on that note by looking into guys like Cam Johnson and Austin Reeves instead of targeting the rest of the bigger fish like Chris Middleton. But all that cap space gives them that flexibility to throw big bags at restricted free agents. Finally, the Rockets will most definitely be successful in the future due to the hiring of coach Ime Udoka, a coach that helped elevate a younger Celtics team, turn around a 25-25 season through 50 games into an NBA Finals appearance. The Houston Rockets were a team that faded out of the headlines with James Harden's departure, but with Amen Thompson and the building blocks for success, the Rockets are now about to take off. With that being said, be sure to comment down below your thoughts on the Houston Rockets. Let me know your expectations for Amen Thompson and Cam Whitmore on this team, and how good you project this young core to be in the future. Also, let me know who the Rockets should target in free agency. Be sure to leave a like on the video, as each like makes a tremendous difference for the channel, and be sure to sub to the channel for even more content like this. Hope to see you all in the next one, and stay tuned.